What is good, boys and girls, and welcome back to a very special episode of Quackers TV. We're taking the real challenges. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they're a bit repetitive. A lot of people do them, doing better than me. I'm changing it up a bit. What we're gonna do, every Saturday and Sunday, we're gonna rebuild two teams that are local rivals, and then at the end of the episode, at the end of part 2 on Sunday, we're going to play the two squads against each other to see who is the dominant side at their absolute peak. Because we all know, when you're being managed by me, you're at your peak. So if you beat a team managed by me, even if the other team's also managed by me, then clearly you're the better team. Simple as, pretty easy to explain. Stop monologuing now, thankfully. As you can see, the transfers already started. They are spinning through quick, so your eyes better be on point today, boys and girls, because if I didn't absolutely speed through all of these, not gonna lie, this episode will be about an hour long. As you can see though, Joshua Wagnerman, Noni Maduki, Brenner and Martinelli in early up. Not done there yet though. We sold Mark Hooped. That gave us enough money for big Curtis Jones. Yes, I'm absolutely spamming the English one, kids. Getting him in the back of the van and taking him all the way to the Rhine. As you can see, Farman and Mustafi always also sold. Not always, I mean, to be fair, Mustafi should always be sold. There's our replacement, big Gregor Kobel, the Swiss goalkeeper from Stuttgart. Anyone who knows about Stuttgart recently knows if they signed the player, he's more than likely amazing. Ozan Kabak, recalled. To be fair, I was going to say he's had an interesting start at Liverpool, but I feel like he's settled down a bit. Hopefully he absolutely bottles it today, because I'm an Arsenal fan and we're playing Liverpool, so I'm not hopeful. But, you know, either way, at least we didn't lose 5-1 to West Brom. As you can see, the first half of the season done out here. 12th. The aim for me early on in the save, I'm not going to make it a youth rebuild because I feel like with Schalke that will take ages. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the young players, sign them all up cheap, let them grow, groom them a little bit, I'm just going to go with it, and then sell them on for big money. So yes, basically, boys and girls, I am a human trafficker. I don't know if I can see it. As you can see, that Matthew Hupp he's decent. He's very decent in real life, but we need someone with a bit more of a ceiling. Hupp could end up better than this guy for all I know, but Karim Adeyemi on FIFA, anyone who's used him knows how absolutely ridiculous he is. That team's starting to really take shape now. Maduki, Adeyemi, Brenner, Martinelli, there's some real youth there, and as you can see though, another sale. Big Salife, Sane and Matai Mustafic, as well as Benjamin Ospika, both sent packing. All three rather, not just both. And as you'll see from this next signing, yes, this save early on is just going to be signing every single well-known kid I can think of. And then hopefully selling them on for big profit. You're welcome. I was doing a face with a thumbs up there, but then I realised that you lot can't see my face because I'm an ugly tosser and you'd all unsubscribe. On to May now.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I'm gonna get sacked. So yeah, after gaining 18 points from the first half of the league, we gained 7 from the next lot. But you know, we should be good enough to beat Heidenheim, hopefully. As you can see, 2-0, you should think we're comfortable now. Adeyemi and Ludwig with the goals. We're feeling good about ourselves. Oh. So yeah, we stayed up on away goals. Yeah, away goals. But we stayed up. Let's fucking go. I'm probably gonna
Now I'm panicking.
Yeah,
Don't panic.
No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
yeah, this is gonna go back. Yes! Let's go, boys. Schalke, no. Quackers, he got a bit distracted, you know. Lockdown's ending, the dates are coming up. He's a bit distracted. You need to give him some time. Kutaku, or have you pronounced that Kuchiku, whatever the fuck his last name is. We sold him because we've got an influx of great young strikers already. He's just not going to get the game time. They'll get in the way of Matthew Hupp's game time. Mariba, I'm hoping that the fall away at the end of the last season was due to depth issues. So we're signing a couple more youngsters. Some might make it, some might not. Just fill out the squad a bit so if players get tired, we can actually rotate. Noah Katabachin. I feel like it's Katabach. By the way, I'm going to butcher every pronunciation you'll ever know. I used to call Sime for Psycho, Sime for Neko. Next up though, I tried to sign this lad before I signed Gavrodil. I haven't even pronounced his name. Sven Botman, thankfully, has an easy to pronounce name. Comes injured, but you know, that team is starting to look like a Bundesliga team now at the very least. The bench still isn't great, but you know, as you can see, December went pretty well for us. Thank fuck, because we would have been 15th before that. Yeah, so 11th in the table. I don't want to say it's an improvement because we all saw what happened last time. A lot of decent growth on our players. Players like Adiemi maybe not growing as fast as we'd like, but you know, when the performances start coming, when they do maybe hit that 75 mark and the sim actually starts playing them consistently, the growth should come, and then hopefully the money for selling all of those young boys to the highest foreign bidder will come in. 9th in our second season. I'm sure there's some random bastard who'll be like, oh look, I finished top with Schalke in my first season, simming the whole time, I'm so good. Yeah, well, I ain't. The biggest thing, as you can all see, and the thing I was aiming for, is this sort of growth. 4 on Wagnerman, 3 on Ravi Matondo, 5 on Curtis Jones. I won't read out all of them, don't worry, because you've all got eyes. But some real great growth. I mean, 4 on Noni Maduki, Martinelli looking like the absolute god he is. And as I said about Adiemi, the growth will start coming as he gets more game time. I don't think people are going to love this. Bren is amazing, yeah? But Florian Wirtz is German. That's literally my entire thing about this. Florian Wirtz is German. So I wanted to get some more German nationals into the team just because I feel like people hate it when you have like an entire foreign squad. So we're swapping Brenner plus a bit of money for Wirtz. Honestly, I think it's a pretty solid deal, to be fair. Also, what I didn't say at the beginning because I'm a brainless idiot, I cannot sign the same player I signed for
You clinking, clanking, clattering collection of collisionous junk!
Yep, I did forget to renew some contract again, but that team is looking sexual. As I was saying though before, I was rudely interrupted by that character from Wizard of Oz. I cannot sign the same player I signed for my Saturday team, so Schalke in this case, as I do on my Sunday team for Dortmund. So because I signed Wirtz for Schalke, I cannot sign him for Dortmund. Wait, what the fuck? Yes, somehow we're first in the league. I'm sorry. How are you first? I'm sure we'll bottle it because it's all I do, but it's just so funny to me. To be fair though, it's a very good team. But it's not an 8 points clear of Bayern Munich team, is it? So I'm sure... Please.
You suck!
As I was saying, it's not an 8 points clear of Bayern Munich team, and Bayern Munich promptly come and stuff their fists up our buttholes and shake us around like they're trying to get rid of a wasp or something. Again though, the positives, the growth is absolutely outstanding. Florian Wirtz looking like a quality signing already. Adiemi locking down that lone striker role onto next season. Obviously I kept my job because I came second. And 66 million in the bank. Don't mind if I do. We didn't replace Serda last season because we couldn't afford it. So we make sure to do it now. Anyone who's used this lad on FM will know Marcus Antonio is an absolute don. Next up though, another typical career mode signing. Van der Voort, I will pronounce his name as, even though I know it's wrong, signed in. Kobel, very, very good keeper, do not get me wrong, but there comes a point where you need to kind of start looking at their actual potential and who's going to grow faster. And I'd rather not...
Boner alert!
Damn, that team's looking piff. Yeah, as I was saying, there's a time we have to start looking at potential, and Van der Voort is just going to grow much faster. So, in the Champions League, second last season, we're expecting to be top because we are...
If I want to kill myself, I will. It's not hard to die. I could do it like right now.
Great. How's the Champions League going? Okay, I mean that's pretty shit too, to be honest, because we're going to get knocked out again. Yay. As you can see, we absolutely battled our group and our reward was a game against Atletico Madrid. But look at Martinelli, boys and girls. Just take a peek at bloody Gabby Martinelli. 88 rated. One of my first signings, and you can all see why. And what I will tell you as an Arsenal fan who's used him extensively, that boy may be the fastest player in FIFA when he reaches his max potential. I am not even exaggerating. He genuinely might be. Speaking of reaching potential though, how's the first leg going? Could the team be peaking at the right time? 1-1 against one of the best teams in Spain, if not currently the best team in Spain. But on to the second leg, and yes, now the Champions League theme does play for some weird reason, not quite sure why. You know, I thought I'd get you hyped up for the second leg, add some suspense for you boys, you know, you have a bit of suspense, a bit of tension. God, I cringe at myself sometimes. Yes, Florian Wirtz is shitting on me in the comment section down below, just like you boys probably will be very soon.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting that, to be honest. But anyway, as you can also see, an incredible recovery. Finally, we didn't drop off massively in the second half of the season. Finally, we hit the big time. Just like the players' potential is starting to hit the big time. And we managed to sneak, and I mean sneak, into the top 4. Players growing like absolute G's. Gabby Martinelli looking like an absolute madman. Football is back. Quackers is back. 4th season now. I don't think we're going to win the Champions League this season. I'd quite like to try and win the league. Don't think the Champions League is there for us, to be honest. As you can see, Kabach sold. Why? This is the point we wanted to get to, boys and girls. This is the point where we start signing all of the absolutely broken players to fill out the squad and make it an almost guaranteed victory in the Champions League. Maybe not this season, but absolutely next season. 125 million plus Sven Botman, our entire transfer budget for Matthias de Ligt. It's looking pretty beautiful, isn't it?
Shut the fuck up.
That's just a bit rude. Why do I deserve that?
You're a fucking cunt.
I mean, that's just harsh.
Shut the fuck up.
I was just saying how good my team was. What's it mean?
You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick.
And if you're wondering, boys and girls, that is the average interaction with comment sections I get on a daily. As you can see though, not just top, very clear of Bayern Munich. It's looking very good into the Champions League second round. Napoli managed to finish above us, but who really cares? On to our knockout fixture against another team from Madrid. I'd argue you have a better team.
Life is pain. I hate my.
I'm gonna say I'd argue you have a better team, and I think we genuinely do, but of course we get battered because Quackers can't have nice things. You've got to say though, boys, that is an incredible fight back. To not just get back into it, but to take the lead and in only one goal saving Real Madrid from going out in full time in the second leg. Brilliant. As you can see though, definitely not using this to distract you from the fact I bottled the league again and finished second. We have a cup final, boys and girls, and I'm about to show you how broken Gabriel Martinelli is, because he is legitimately the single fastest player I've ever used on FIFA. I've used Team of the Season Adama Traore. I've used Team of the Year Ronaldo. I've used full prime icon Ronaldo because my mate buys coins and it's beautiful. I've literally used some of the best cards in the game. None of them compare to this lad. Mbappe, Haaland don't compare. Martinelli's pace on career mode is just genuinely unreal. I mean, Adeyemi as well, giving him a run for his money, just absolutely pacing these boys. Bye, Felicia. As you can see, Wolfsburg just absolutely could not hack it. They probably thought I was hacking it. Adeyemi comes flying forward again, sends his man, finds Marcos Antonio, the guy who sounds like a Renaissance man with a Renaissance artistic finish. And boys, let's just leave it for the computer now. what can you even say though? Just that team's looking absolutely unreal. Martinelli, soon 5 cometh, and if we don't even stop there, soon 6. And we only score, I say Jamie gets worse, we only score 1 more, but you know, it's quite nice that Martinelli and Adeyemi get hat-tricks. Can I just say, this simulator is so poor, man. I think we were all so excited when the simulator came out, and it's so awful. Like, FIFA, I think it was 04, used to have such a good simulator. It was so good, yeah. My weekends were spent starting a career mode and desperately trying to get to Arsenal before the weekend ended because I couldn't save a file on my GameCube because the memory card wasn't big enough. So every single weekend, I would spend simulating games trying desperately to get to the Arsenal team. I got there like once. I feel like OGs remember starting with like Celtic or Rangers every single time and just working your way up. It was so cool. But this simulator in comparison is just such dog water. Speaking of dog water though, Wolfsburg, I think maybe Wolves isn't the right sort of animal for you. Maybe like Squirrelberg or Hedgehogberg. No, actually Hedgehogs are pretty badass. Let's see, what's pretty... French Bulldogberg, maybe? You know, I've got a French Bulldog and he's a yippy little prick, but I wouldn't trust him if someone tried to rob my house. So yeah, you can be French Bulldogsberg from now on. As you can see though, just to repeat this for those in the back who didn't hear when I said it the first time, this definitely isn't being played to distract you all from the fact that I finished second in the league and don't want to show it because I bottled the league again. Thank you and good night. As you can see though, I generally have no idea who that is because he hasn't got a face and he's an ugly bitch. It might be Gavridol for all I know, it probably is him. I didn't sell him, did I? No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Gavridol. On to next season though, on to the new signings. First up, Noah Katabac. He's a very good fullback, don't get me wrong, but 81 rated at 24 versus 85 rated at 25. It's just not really up for a debate, is it? As I said, we want to win the Champions League this year because I don't really have time to play that many more seasons. So we've got a lot to do. As you can see though, just there, I sold Karim Adeyemi for 270 million. Straight in with the replacement. Looking at the numbers, Mason, they wanted 160, I gave them to him. Mason Greenwood, hopefully you don't bring any girls back to our hotel before Champions League final, but if you do, at least bring one for me too. Joins the Schalke revolution. So as you know, that will now officially be, if we win the Champions League, our striker for the game against Dortmund. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Dortmund are always gonna be the early favourites because they can just sign a better calibre of high rated player early on. But just because of how long this save's gone, and just because we sold Curtis Jones and we're about to get an absolute ridiculous replacement for him, I think there might be some hope yet. As you can see, Leon Goretzka not coming back to his boyhood club because I'm an FM lad who knows the Bochum were his boyhood club, you know, football hipster and that. Signs for Schalke, his second club. 89 rated, we'd hope he can sneak up to 90 for the end of the year. I will be upping their stats to the stats they showed at the very time we win the Champions League. So, if Goretzka is 89 now, I think what is he, like 86 or 87 in the actual game, we're going to bump all his stats up to the stats for the end of the season. Not just there though. You might have been wondering why I signed Seven Bottom back, and it's because we signed Gavridol, which allowed us to go and sign a couple more players. Noni Maduki out, Pedri in, and you're seeing exactly my plan coming to fruition now. All of the young players we developed, signed on the cheap, roomed them up, sent them back into the foreign businessmen. Looking decent though, and as I said before, the depth is where we were lacking, so we got a lot of free agents, and then we signed the big boy. 91 rated Frankie de Jong, the man I seem to always sign. Contract coming.
You are about to experience my full power.
And does that team not look beautiful? Dutch fans, look and enjoy. That little Dutch trio down the centre of the pitch, absolutely solid as a rock. If you're wondering what's just happened, I was absolutely just choking, just like we're going to choke this league and probably the Champions League again. 1 point away from Leipzig in the Champions League against Man City, because for some reason we cannot get an easy round no matter how well we do in our group. Again, smashed our group, knocked out Tottenham. Man City through! Yay! Here we go then. Champions League, Man City, our team. You'd struggle to see how it's going to get better than this without signing Mbappe. I can't sign Haaland or Sancho or players like that, obviously, because they're at Dortmund. But not only do we win that, we absolutely dominate them. So we go into the second leg, even if we are missing Big Sven Botman.
Oh shit!
And we finally break the duck. We finally get out of the first round. It's been so long. And our reward is Juventus. Yay. Thanks, game. Thanks for the nice reward. Thanks for... Oh my god. The lit bangs one against his old club. Greenwood shown an absolutely incredible striking ability. Banged another one. And we go 2-0 up into the second leg. Full team out. The defence looking absolutely peng ting. And 2-0 looking a bit piff ting too. Well done, Juve. You just got slumped by the Royal Blues. On to Barcelona, on to the semis. I've got a semi. Let's get into it. Come on. I said come on, thank you. Okay, 0-0 away from home. It's not ideal. It is not ideal. But it gives us a chance. We didn't lose. And when we don't lose, my PP goes. There's only one way to scrub myself in my pants right now.
1.
Yep, as you can see, if you could not already tell, we are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. We are champions. Say we are champions. Team looking absolutely outstanding. I'm a bit gutted that players like Pedri, Goretzka, Greenwood, they couldn't sneak. Even like Botman and Wagnerman couldn't, and Van Dijk, none of them. They just couldn't beat the 90 marker before this final. Because you all know, if you get Quackers to the final, Quackers will get it done. All of the other games, he might be a bit lazy, he might be a bit tired, he might have a nap here halfway through, you know, he might start chatting up with like the ugliest bird in the room because it's the only one he has confidence to go to. But get him to that final, he is up, he's steaming, and he is ready. Full speed, got it, full speed ahead. And could it be written better? Borussia Dortmund, the team who everyone makes those shitty gold Borussia teeth memes about, versus the Royal Blues, the perfect, the most upper high class team in Germany, Schalke. To be fair, I actually prefer Schalke. That Goretzka and Neustadter, who's the other one? Marco Hogan midfield used to be disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, I'm going to be real with you. This is going to get gross quickly. So if you are under the age of 18, just with this is probably the best team I've ever used on FIFA. It's better than my Juve and Barca teams, to be honest. Yeah, maybe look away now because
nope.
That's about as close as they're going to get to an actual chance. This is going to be a beatdown. Gabriel Martinelli goes. And he sets away. When he goes, the ball goes.
Bye, Felicia.
Anyone who is loyal to that lead save knows this young man's name. It is Gabriel Party Marty Nelly, and when he starts, the party never ends. It's not even 1-0. We scored so quickly I forgot we scored before. 2-0 up against our biggest rivals. Schalke fans, you must be in absolute heaven. Das Quackenwagen, the manager, absolutely delighted. Yes, I do speak beautifully fluent German. Guten Tag, mon frère. Gabriel Martinelli, 2-0, and as I said, Dortmund aren't going to get many chances. BVB, BRB, my keeper's just picking this one up. And here's the thing, 2-0 at half time. You know I don't bottle things. You know this team, they've never bottled it. You know, they definitely haven't had a mid-season choke every single season except one. Pedri, springing forward, man possessed. You know what he's going to go for when he's in space. Oh, yes.
Why you being a dickhead for? Stop being a dickhead.
Just for that, yeah. Just for that. This is all on you now. Everything that happened is now on whoever cleared it. Also, you're probably looking at this like and seeing this pace and the ridiculousness of it. They're playing Michael Keane, who's 30. I think he's older than 33. They're playing Michael Keane, the centre back, in centre mid. They are no Kappa playing Kappa at right back, who I believe is about 33. I don't give a shit. Against Gabriel Martinelli, the player I would argue is one of the fastest in the game. I mean, this is what happens when you play Kappa in fullback. What is he going to do? Like, you can't even be angry at him. What's he meant to do? I don't know who this masochist manager is. I don't know why he hates Michael Keane and Kappa and Robin Koch. But they shouldn't be playing against us.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Bye-bye. I'm not going to lie. I do not know what's going on with Pierluigi Golini here. Like, this entire game, he was a joke. I do not think he saved a shot. Like, at this point, you almost just feel bad because it's just so stupid. Like, I mean, EA, I told you, make a Quackers difficulty. Because I'm just making everyone seem like clowns. I want to lose. I genuinely want to lose. All these finals I get to, I want to lose one. Because it'll make for better content, and then you lot can all enjoy my pain. And I want to be in pain because you lot will enjoy it more, and then I'll get more views, and I'm a view-hungry thought. And I can't do a hot tub stream because I'm out of shape and male. Just quickly going to flash the gameplay settings up for you so you can see the pace is absolutely the same. Because, to be fair, looking at Kappa's stamina there, you can't even blame him for getting battered. Like, boys, it doesn't end there. We get to 6, and you know, once you get to 6, you got to make like a modern woman, and you got to give him a Brazilian, don't you? Leon Goretzka, the captain, driving the team forward, back at his club. Mason Greenwood flicks it. Leon Goretzka bangs it, finishes it. BVB, I really hope your episode tomorrow somehow recovers this, because this is really embarrassing at this point, to be honest. Like, it's just a joke. Don't know what to say to you. Dortmund fans watching this, because I'm sure there's like 1 or 2. I'm sorry. Hopefully tomorrow's episode makes up for you, because if I was an Arsenal fan watching this, I would be in pain. I mean, to be fair, I watched this happen in real life against Chelsea in the Europa League final, so I know exactly how it feels. And I watched it happen in the Champions League final against Barcelona, where we got absolutely robbed by an offside decision. And I watched it in the quarterfinals against Barcelona, where we got absolutely robbed by Van Persie's first goal. I mean, I kind of just hate Europe, you know. I mean, I didn't vote Brexit, but considering how much Europe hates me, I probably could have. We'll go with the usual though. There's about a minute left, so I'm just going to riff through it. Again, all of you, thank you so much for watching, except that Freddie Mercury lad who said, "Oh my god, I thought you said you were funny." I'll say it again. I also said I'm a nonce. I'm a pretty unreliable narrator. Everyone who watched it, even you lads who dislike it after 1 second, who's literally subbed to me just to dislike, thanks for the sub, mate. It makes my dick grow 0.1 inches every time a new sub appears. And believe me, it's going to start making girls very uncomfortable too. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you loved the video, hit the sub button. And if you really loved it, and you want to marry it, maybe share it with your friends, because, you know, a 3-way is always better than a 2-way, even if I haven't had either. What I'm going to say though, boys and girls, make sure to follow me on Twitter, make sure to comment. What I'm going to start a Quackers Crew army ranking. I'm going to take all the people I see following me, all the people I see commenting, I'm going to bloody hell, start that one up. I'm going to give them a ranking Quackers Crew army. So make sure you comment down below so your rank might be a little higher. Come back for part 2 tomorrow. Have a good one.